I can tell you that. Every time I post about the hat, or post
Yeah,
you.
we're putting the site up this week.
So wait, where can fans get the hat?
TheCincyHat.com. Yeah. So all the proceeds go to Village of Marici, which is the only facility in Indiana that provides apartment-style living for adults with developmental disabilities. So I do a lot of work with them.
CincyHat.com.
Outstanding. 5-week plans?
Sticking around town. I'm going to see my grandma in Gary, Indiana. But other than that, just going to enjoy a nice win and some well-deserved time off.
What do you need to still discover about Cincinnati to feel more at home here?
I think I feel pretty at home. I mean, in season, it's not as much exploring. I think next spring it'll really feel more like, we've lived here for a year. But it's been fantastic. Everyone's been amazing. All the people I've met, my neighbors are just really welcoming, and it's a pleasure to be here.
How would you describe the difference between meetings today and after last Tuesday?
Well, I mean, it's the difference between a victory and a terrible loss. So that was obviously the last two games have been kind of, outliers. We play our worst and then we play, our absolute best. So we're going to need to trend the way we did yesterday.
Did that feel like a launching off point for the running game yesterday?
I definitely felt good. I think we were a little bit more diverse in our runs, and Joe, obviously, franchise record, played out of his mind. A lot of guys making big impact blocks up front. So to rush, what was it, 240? I mean, that's a big day, and very proud of the guys for that.
Where's the comfort level for this offensive line right now? Obviously, you guys didn't get the snaps preseason, but now you've played 9 games together.
I think we're gelling. We've had a good continuity. I think, this is a good week for everyone to, get healthy and get on track. We got a big stretch coming up that's going to determine, the fate of the season. So we need to, be at our best. Everyone take some time this week, but come back ready to go.
Ted, how much do you guys feel a part of a day like Joe had, and how did he respond to you guys?
Oh, Joe's the best, and he, it's really cool to be, a part of any type of record. A franchise record is very special. Joe obviously earned, every yard, every touchdown he got. So, hopefully we get together as a unit here at some point this week. So it's gonna be fun.
Are you hosting? I feel like you would be the host.
I'm not hosting. People were at my house last night, but I'm done hosting for now. We had a bunch of guys over, a bunch of family. It was a great time, and we don't have to play for another 13 days, so that's a good feeling. Take some of the performance pressure off, get right, and refresh ourselves.
You've praised Cordell a lot just in his time so far. What's the biggest area that you've seen him grow?
I think that his pass protection has been outstanding. He's really, come a long way. Really belongs in this league. I think he's going to be, a very dynamic player for a long time. And there's definitely a learning curve to playing O-line at this level. And he is leaps and bounds ahead of where I was as a rookie. So he's been a big part of our success, and we're going to need him to continue to grow and play his best moving forward, just like the rest of us.
Where has he grown in pass protection? Kind of what areas of that game or aspect of that game have you seen?
I think his footwork has been outstanding. He plays with length. I mean, obviously, you guys see him every day. He's a very long guy, very big human being. So he needs to use that to his advantage, keep defenders away from him, play with his length and his strength, and he's doing a great job with that. He had a lot of one-on-ones against a dynamic 3-tech in Matt Ioannidis yesterday, and really didn't give up anything.
You talked about being a demeanor hound throughout the week. What did that look like in practice, and kind of how do you feel like that went in terms of making sure the demeanor was what it needed to be going into yesterday?
And I said that I was kind of in a little mood at that point, but we didn't have any. There was no consternation with that. Guys came in ready to go. We had sharp practices. It didn't really have to do anything. This is a locker room that is very easy to lead, and a lot of guys stepped up, and we had smooth, crisp, clean practices, which ultimately ends up being good performances in games. I really believe in that.
Joe talked about that being a key reason why y'all are in their head after Monday night. How hard is it to get a locker room to get to that point to where you guys can kind of brush off a loss like that and kind of keep moving on a short week?
I think it starts with the top, with Zach. I think he's an outstanding organizational leader and has built a great culture here. It's a lot of fun to be a part of. And the guys we have here, very resilient bunch, and still, now we're over halfway in the season. Guys, the urgency is felt, and I think we're having good practices. No one hung their head, and you don't want to go the other way and think you're the greatest greatness. So we got to continue to go to work and get better for a really, really big stretch.
Safe to say you guys have a better feeling of what you are, who you are as a team?
I think we're getting there. Yeah, I think yesterday was who we want to be, and if we can continue to run the ball like that with 9 as our QB, it'll be hard to stop us. I think that'll be a great addition to our offense if we can continue to run the ball for over 150 would be a good mark. But that's going to come down to performance on Sundays, and really we did our best yesterday, so hoping to do it again for the 8-game stretch we have coming up.
Mix called out, said that Callahan came in with an edge on Saturday night with the mess. What can you say about what he did and how that translated?
I think everyone had an edge. I don't know if I was in that specific meeting. But there was an edge, and we're gonna have to keep it. And we need to string some wins together. And this is a great break to kind of recalibrate ourselves. We put everything in a drawer for the last 2 months. You have a lot of personal stuff that I'm sure everyone has. Everyone has administrative stuff to catch up on, and this is a good time. And then we got 2 months left of the season, and it's going to be edgy. It's going to be a lot of big games. We play a lot of big AFC opponents, so it's going to be a lot of fun.